Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Audrey and today I'm going to be doing an AP score reaction video and a study with me. So, I don't know, I've been really into doing study with me, so I've been recording a time lapse of every single study session that I've ever had throughout this whole process, and all of my studying for my 4 APs have been compiled into this 10-minute video.
So I took AP Chem, AP Psych, AP Calc BC, and AP Spanish Lang.
So anyways, I started studying 4 days before AP Chem, and then everything else I studied for a day or two. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoy. This was definitely a very stressful experience in my life, and finding out my scores was one of the most stressful things that I've done in my sophomore career. So I hope you guys enjoy, and let's just get to the video. Okay, so this was day one, and I spent the whole day taking notes, and also I kept falling asleep. You'll see me fall asleep in a lot of these clips because, I don't know, I just get tired when I'm studying. But I took notes straight from the Princeton prep book, which I really recommend for AP Chem, or any subject that you feel like you don't really know well. AP Chem was definitely one of those subjects that I felt like I didn't really know well, and if I took the exam without studying, I'd probably get a 2 or 3. So yeah, I just spent this whole day taking notes, and I lived on Celsius, and I lived on this little room at the library. I spent every day there from 3 to 8 p.m., which was closing time. I actually wasn't studying for chem, this was for calc, but this was studying for my finals, so it wasn't really for the AP exam, because we still have finals at my school before the APs. Okay, this is day 2. You can see the clock moving. I was here for some time, and I think I was focusing more on practice problems, and then the library closed. We went to Mochi Nut. That's my friend Brady. She's in a lot of these clips because she took 2 of the same APs that I did, so we studied a lot together. And I then moved over to some practice problems from the Princeton review, and it really put me to sleep because it was kind of hard. And I think I got a 65% on the Princeton review. It was kind of bad, but I mean, in my opinion, I think the Princeton review MCQs are a lot harder than the actual MCQs, so I don't think you should gauge your score based on what you get on the prep book questions. Also, the lady at Mochi Nut, she was super nice. She gave me and my friends and I free donuts for studying. So anyways, yes, this was my Sweet 16. I spent it studying for AP Chem, and I focused on some MCQs and FRQs. Also, every time I got a problem wrong, I would make sure I took a screenshot and then put it into my notes on my iPad, and I wrote an explanation as to why I got it wrong. I really recommend that study technique, and you'll see I have a little vision board. This was to manifest a 5, and I made this in the really beginning of the year, January. Anyways, I also took a practice exam at one of the testing some tutoring prep thing. It was free, that's why I did it, but it was actually the biggest scam of my life because it didn't even get graded properly. The testing material was so outdated, and that was the biggest 4 hours wasted. Okay, so this is the day right before the exam. I spent some time doing some Princeton problems, which even though that they're a lot harder than the actual exam, and they're kind of worded differently, or they're the setup's different, I still did it because it helped me identify what kind of topics I needed to learn more about and focus more about. So I just went through some of the MCQs, and then I also did some from the College Board, which are so helpful. If you're prepping for the AP exams, you should only do that. And then here I was just studying some more. This was the night before, and so all my friends that were taking AP Chem, we all just got together and just did some practice, and it was fun, but it was super stressful. And this is me just doing some last minute MCQ prep. Alright, this is the day of the exam. I was eating breakfast while studying. So it's 9:35. The test is in 2 hours. Well, I have to be there in 2 hours, but it starts in 2 hours 30 minutes. And I would like to say that studying 4 days before the AP test is a terrible idea, so don't do it. And I'm just really stressed because this seems a little terrible, but I'm gonna do Khan Academy, and I'm gonna review the answer keys to some of the FRQs, and then we'll look at the answer keys for some of the MCQs too. So I did like 15 minutes of Khan Academy practice. I wouldn't specifically rely on Khan Academy because a lot of the questions tend to be a lot easier than the actual exam, but I just did some on titration because I knew that that would probably be a big focus. So it is now 10:49. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't do that many revisions, but the test is in like an hour or so. I have to be there, and I think I'm done studying. I think I'm just gonna like eat, and whatever happens, happens. So yeah. So for AP Psych, I only studied, I think, for like 2 days. I think my teacher prepared us really well, which I'm super grateful for. But anyways, I spent a lot of time just doing some practice. I didn't have a prep book for this one. I only used a prep book for AP Chem, and then I had to buy one for homework for AP Calc. But anyways, yeah, I bought a lot of snacks at the vending machine. So AP Psych was one of the exams that I felt a little more comfortable with, so I just spent a lot of time focusing on the things that I didn't really know too well, like the different parts of the brain and their functions, which wasn't even a big focus on the test, but yeah. So one of the more confusing terms to really get down, I think, in AP Psychology are retrograde and anterograde amnesia, as well as proactive and retroactive amnesia. This is me a day before the AP Calc BC exam. I have not really studied too much, just because I feel like I've been studying basically this entire year, because my teacher's class is so hard. Like, you're probably like, no, you're just dumb. No, it's hard. Like, the class average right now is an 80%, and he doesn't have AP style questions for his tests like most AP teachers do. He grabs his questions from like MIT, like Stanford, and those college questions for their single variable calc are even easier. And I know because I've been using the MIT resources to study, and it's still so hard. But today, I'm gonna go to Starbucks, I'm gonna study, and I'm a little worried because also my hair's super messy. But I've been doing a couple practices, like I did 20, 19, 18, 17, and 15, and I got 5s on those. So I'm hoping that, because the curve to get a 5 is like really low. Like, you can get a 5 pretty easy. I'm pretty, like, if I don't get a 5, I'll literally have a meltdown. So I'm gonna study, I'm gonna go do my hair, I'm gonna go pack my bag, and then I'll see you guys tomorrow. I was doing some practice MCQs, but I also forgot to record the Spanish part, so I just did a lot of practice. But it was kind of hard to study for Spanish because I'm not a native speaker at all, so I was just kind of going into it blind. So that's why Spanish was one of the ones that I was really scared about, and I genuinely was just praying for a 3. Like, even after I took the exam, I was like, all I want is a 3. But it wasn't too strenuous or anything. Like, I was watching YouTube while I was studying because it was like these last 2 exams were the ones that I stressed less about. Because I felt prepared for math, and Spanish was just like, try, I guess. Okay, so now is the long-awaited score reveal time. I just want to say that I'm a very superstitious person, and so like in my past experience, every time I get like a job or like every time I have like an application that I need to check or some kind of result I need to check, if I check it myself, I always do worse. Like, I always get the outcome I don't want. But anytime someone else checks it for me, like a friend or someone else checks it for me, I always get the outcome that I do want. So that's why for these APs, you'll see me like closing my eyes for every single one, because I did not want to check. I did not want to screw up my chances by looking at it first. So I made my friend check every single one. So thank you so much, Pretty, for checking all my APs before I did at 1:30 a.m. And anyway, let's just get to the video. Wait, I'm not gonna look, okay? You just tell me if it's good or bad.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, I can't do this. I'm too stressed. That's the only test I felt confident about. I didn't feel good about any other. Okay. What's next? Oh,
Just keep.
Okay. Wait, Pretty, I'm so scared. I might cry. Okay, I'm not gonna check. You just tell me if it's good or bad, okay?
Oh my gosh. literally like told you.
Okay, 2 more. Oh yeah. Okay, I'm closing my eyes, okay? Is it bad?
No, it's amazing.
Okay, alright, I don't really care about Spanish.
I know you got straight fives.
It's okay, Spanish doesn't matter, but you just tell me, okay?
Dude.
Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and maybe can take it as some reassurance that even if you don't study that long, you can, as long as you have good quality studying, you can still score really high. And also, like, I was not expecting a 5 on AP Spanish at all, because I'm not even kidding, after that exam, I was like almost in tears. Like, my friend and I both were in tears, and we went to like lunch together talking about how we think that we absolutely bombed that exam. But like, we both got 5s. So also, if you think you did bad, always think on the bright side, because like, you know, you probably did better than you like think, you know? Anyways, so that was that video, and I will see you guys in my next video, and yeah, see you guys, bye!